is July 5th, day 12 of the 21-day challenge. I posted earlier today, I hit 179.2 on the scale this morning when I weighed in. That's huge for me because I haven't been in the 170s in well over 10 years. And in 12 days, I was able to do that. Now, granted, a lot of work was done before I started the 21-day challenge. However, that weight has not been attainable for me. I've gone on health kicks, I've gone on diets, I've gone on workout programs, even had a personal trainer a few years ago, and I never got into the 170s. And the reason that is because there was always inconsistencies. So I would be doing a certain kind of diet or a certain kind of fasting, and then I would allow myself to mess up on it because of a holiday or because of this or because of that. Now, yesterday was a holiday, okay, so I could have splurged and I could have, eaten abroad, or I could have, drank a lot of beer or whatever, and said, oh, well, it's a holiday, but I didn't, okay, and because I didn't, the next day I woke up and I hit a goal that's been unattainable for me for over a decade. Now, to put everything into perspective, probably a year ago, well, not a year ago, I'd say last December, so 7 months ago, I was in the 200s. Okay, so I was probably up to 205, I think, at my max. And that's only the second time in my life I've ever actually weighed that much. The last time was when Noah was, when Amanda was pregnant with Noah, so I would have been 12 years ago. Okay, and so before that was probably the last time I was ever actually in the 170s. Whenever that happened, that jump to the 205. So yeah, it's been well over 12 years since I've been in the 170s. So it's always been just something getting in my way, something holding me back. A weekend where we went out and partied and then picked up McDonald's after we drank, or whatever. But with this 21-day challenge, I haven't had those mess ups. Okay, so I've been consistent and I've gotten results. So I've been able to get down in the 180s, but I've never been able to get back down to the 170s. Now in 12 days, I've gone from 185 to 179. Now that doesn't sound like a lot of weight, but that's the hardest weight. Okay, I already did the work from the 205 to the 185. Okay, but it was that 185 to the 179 that I was never able to do. And I just did it in 12 days. I'm going to talk to you about kind of what I've been eating and what I haven't been eating. I've got some food on the table behind me. All right. So here's some things I've been avoiding. Number one, alcohol. I've had no alcohol since I've started this 21-day challenge. Usually that's probably at least, if not an everyday thing for me, an every other day, every 3 days kind of thing. But I'd say, in all honesty, probably an everyday thing. So, I don't know how many calories or carbs or whatever I'm getting from that. I don't even see that. But, normally I'm mixing this with this, okay? And so I'm getting all those extra calories and carbs, okay? And I've eliminated soda, okay? Not just with my drinking, but overall. So no pop, no alcohol, okay? No junk food, okay? Now, I will allow myself, and this takes a lot of self-control, to have an Oreo, okay? Just to taste it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that was good, okay? And that's it. I move on with my life. I don't do that very often, okay? But I will allow it. Pop-Tarts, no. Bacon, no. Brats, okay? Yesterday would have been a great day for a brat. 4th of July, no. Okay? Donuts, no. Okay, these are things I'm avoiding. And I avoid all meats. I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit too. So what have I been doing? So here's a couple in between things. Okay, juice, 100% juice. I think is good. It does have a lot of sugars. Okay, but if you're not adding a lot of other calories on top of that, it's really not a bad thing. Now, I typically stay away from that. I do have vegetable juice a lot, and I drink water a lot. Those are my two main things. So V8 and water, and then I do like these kind of drinks that have like the chia seeds, stuff like that. And then these probiotic drinks are really good too. So I'd say I drink more of this than I do this. This is maybe once a week kind of thing. The smoothie stuff, again, maybe once a week. Now, again, this is more of the generic smoothie. Now, it does have vegetable juice and whatever, but it's a lot of water. And the number 2 ingredient, and not that there's anything wrong with water, number 2 ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. I try to avoid that. Okay, that's why we're eliminating soda. So why am I going to drink it in my juice? Okay, that's what I prefer. So these are kind of the in-between things here. So these are okay, but sparingly. Okay, so if I'm going to go with a smoothie, I'm going to go with something more like this. Okay, no sugar added, and it's 100% fruit juice. Okay, so juices, sparingly, more vegetable juice than fruit juice, and I drink a lot of water. Okay, so now people say, well, if you don't eat meat, how do you get your iron? Okay, well, guess what? Sugar snap peas. Okay, it's a vegetable. Let's see here. Iron, 1.8 milligrams. That's 10% of your daily recommended amount of iron. Guess what? That's higher than the amount of iron you get out of a brat. Okay, a brat, iron, 2% of your daily recommended value. Okay, so I'm getting more iron out of eating, what's a serving size here? A cup of snap peas than I am out of eating a brat. Okay, and I feel better and I feel lighter, and I'm still getting my iron. Okay, that's the other, with meats, when you eat meats, okay, you see bacon here? Okay, everybody's favorite meat, and I love bacon. Okay, but I avoid bacon. Okay, again, I avoid all meats. Bacon has not a significant source of dietary fiber, sugars, vitamin A, calcium, and iron. Okay, there's not enough iron in bacon to even put it on the label. Okay, now, almonds, iron, 1 milligram, 6%. Okay, so that's even with my brat. Okay, so I can eat an ounce of almonds and get the same amount of iron I get out of eating a brat. I know red meats have more iron, you know, and they have their pros and cons too, but I avoid those. A black bean burger. Okay, if you want to go with a burger, black bean burger, 8% on iron. Okay, tortellini. Okay, cheese tortellini. 8% of your daily recommended iron. Okay, so all this stuff is just as good as eating a brat for your iron. Okay, but it's much better for you. Okay, so then, and really, I don't eat a lot of that stuff back here. This is more like if I'm really hungry and want something more filling, you know, I'll have a cheese lasagna roll or some tortellini or a black bean burger, pierogies or whatever these things are called. Typically, my diet in a day consists of some V8, some water, maybe one of these energy type drinks, not an energy drink, okay, a chia energy drink or a probiotic drink, okay, that kind of energy drink, not a caffeine energy drink. Cheese, some hummus and crackers, okay, whole grain crackers. Yogurt. Now this yogurt isn't what I typically eat. I like Greek probiotic yogurt. This just happened to be in the fridge, so I use it as an example. I happen to eat all of my Greek probiotic yogurt already. So these are the kind of things in my diet, and I don't really vary from that. Okay, so again, in a day, I'll drink water and I'll fast most of the day. Okay, and then something you don't see here, which is a big part of my diet, is berries. And the reason you don't see them is because I just go pick them fresh every day out of my yard, and so I don't have them stored here in the house. They're growing fresh for me every day outside. So I go pick some berries and I eat those when I do start eating. So I fast most of the morning, and then I'll eat some berries, maybe have a yogurt, and maybe pick up some kind of drink like this, or have some V8. Typically I'll have some V8 with my morning vitamins, and so that's about it. Olives, I might snack on those throughout the day, and or grab a string cheese. Okay, nice light things. Okay, I'm not going to go eat a block of cheese. I'm not going to go eat a jar of olives. I'll have 2 or 3 olives and go do something. Okay, it's nice little small amounts here and there that keeps my metabolism going. Okay, my body says, oh, it's eating, I still need to digest. Okay, but it's not overwhelming amounts where, number one, I'm lethargic and I want to sit around. It's just enough to go, okay, I got some energy and I can keep going. Again, if I want a nice snack at the end of the day is when I get more into the crackers or the tortilla chips with some hummus or some guacamole, something like that with a little more substance. And then again, if I'm real hungry, get off the table. Get off the table. Get off the table. No cats on the table. If I'm real hungry, I will eat something a little heavier like the tortellini or lasagna, but really that's very, very rare. And so that is kind of what I've been doing. And again, I've gone through kicks like this before, but then I'll go, oh no, I'll have a steak. I've been doing really good. I'll have a steak this weekend, and and then from there it's just downhill. Okay, and so I'm going to switch this back to me, and I'll finish talking a little bit more about the stability I've had with my weight since I've been doing this challenge. Okay, so I said this in one of my earlier videos. So I think in one of the early videos when I just got to 184, I was like, okay, I was 185 for 3 days, and I went to 184, and I'm like, that doesn't seem significant if you're looking at it by itself. However, if you look at before the 21-day challenge, I would hit 185. I could hit 184, and then I'd be 186, and I'd be 187, and I'd be 186, and I'd be 185, and I'd be 188, and then I'd be 185, and I'd be 184. Okay, but I was never really stable and going. It was always a fluctuation. And normally when you get to that 188, 189, you're just like, yeah, whatever, nothing's really working, because it's just up and down, up and down, up and down. And you're like, well, I guess I can eat whatever. And then all of a sudden I'm back on the 190s or 200s, if I really let myself go. And not that weighing 200 is a bad thing. I'm 5'11", whatever, but I'm a small framed guy. I've never been that big. Okay, for bigger bodybuilder type guys, your weight's your weight. I'm talking about me, okay, and what I feel comfortable carrying around, and what makes me feel healthy. So the stability I've had with this, to go from 185 to 184 to 182 to 179. Okay, and there hasn't been any of this teeter-totter stuff. It's just been a slow, gradual decrease, and that's how I know I'm on the right track, because I'm not seeing. I could show you. I write on my wall every day my weight, and you can see before this how it was boom, 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 and since this, it's just been nice and stable, just a steady decline. So really hoping by the end of this I'm at that 175, and I'll probably. The other thing is, the exercise I've been doing, I haven't been doing anything real strenuous. The only time I've actually been in a gym was the 2 nights I stayed at Mall of America, and I went and worked out there in the morning before the kids got up. Other than that, it's been swimming, hiking, um, mowing, walking, just regular physical activity. Um, done some crunches and stuff at home, um, but there hasn't been a real heavy workout part of this yet. It's mainly just been changes in my diet and making sure I'm doing something active every day. And so once I really start incorporating the gym, I think we're going to see even more results. So stay tuned. I hope that helps a little bit with what I've been doing with the diet. You can do a vegetarian diet and be healthy. I don't care what anybody says. I'll argue that every day you can fast and be healthy. If you have any questions, email me, mail@rickfeltner.com. Otherwise, hope this helps somebody, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.